Aoxy Raiders is a cooperative action shooter that blends fast-paced combat with dynamic team play, offering a fresh take on the genre by emphasizing fluid mobility, customizable loadouts, and coordinated engagements against overwhelming foes. From the moment you step into the battle armor of a raider, the game makes its intentions clear. This is not a slow, tactical shooter, but a high-energy experience that thrives on momentum, responsiveness, and the thrill of overcoming relentless enemy forces alongside your friends. While many shooters focus on realism or simulation, AOC Raiders carves its identity through spectacle, strategic depth, and the constant encouragement to experiment with weapons, skills, and team synergy. At its core, ARC Raiders is designed around cooperative gameplay, supporting teams of up to 3 players working together to complete missions, confront enemy hordes, and achieve strategic objectives in a post-apocalyptic setting. The world has fallen into chaos after an alien invasion devastated humanity, leaving small pockets of resistance scattered across devastated cities, industrial complexes, and ruined landscapes. Raiders are humanity's last organized defenders, elite soldiers equipped with advanced exosuits and weaponry capable of turning the tide of battle. Unlike traditional solo shooters, every mission in Aoxy Raiders feels like a carefully orchestrated assault that rewards communication, timing, and diverse combat roles. One of the most striking aspects of Aoxy Raiders is how it balances dynamic movement with combat intensity. Players can sprint, dodge, slide, and even jump vertically with agility that defies conventional shooter mechanics, allowing you to traverse environments quickly and unpredictably. This mobility is crucial because enemy encounters rarely wait for you to catch your breath. At any moment, swarms of alien creatures, mechanized units, or heavily armored bosses can burst onto the scene, forcing players to react instinctively and work together to control the battlefield. Cover mechanics exist, but they are secondary to motion. Standing still for too long almost always ends badly, as enemies rapidly adapt and pressure your team from multiple angles. Combat in Aoxy Raiders is visceral and varied. Weapons range from rapid-fire rifles and precision snipers to energy weapons and experimental armaments that glow with alien tech influences. Each weapon category feels distinct, with feedback, recoil, and firing patterns that reward familiarity and practice. Beyond raw firepower, players can equip tactical abilities and utility skills that provide temporary shields, area of effect attacks, healing bursts, or crowd control effects. These skills add a layer of strategy because they have cooldowns and must be used judiciously. Using them at the right moment can shift the balance in a tight encounter, while mistimed abilities can leave your team vulnerable. The game's progression system encourages experimentation and personal expression. As players complete missions and defeat challenging foes, they earn resources and experience points used to unlock new gear, augmentations, and cosmetic upgrades. Customization extends beyond aesthetics. Raiders can fine-tune their loadouts to match individual or team playstyles, balancing weapon strengths with defensive perks and agility enhancements. Want to build a heavy artillery specialist who rains destruction from afar, or a mobile support class that flanks enemies and revives teammates under fire? ARC Raiders accommodates both approaches and everything in between, making each player's character feel distinct and tailored to their preferences. Another compelling feature of ARC Raiders is the mission design. While many cooperative shooters chain together generic objective markers, ARC Raiders presents missions with layered goals and evolving threats. Primary objectives might involve defending a key location, retrieving vital data, or escorting a high-value unit to safety, but secondary objectives, such as eliminating elite enemy waves or securing optional caches, add depth and reward players who take calculated risks. The game's levels are crafted to encourage verticality and dynamic encounters, meaning that as you progress, you constantly adapt your tactics based on terrain changes, enemy composition, and environmental hazards. These hazards can range from unstable structures and electrical storms to alien fauna that emerge unpredictably, keeping missions from feeling repetitive. Visual and audio design in ARC Raiders also help cement its identity. The post-invasion environments are richly detailed, blending the remnants of human civilization with alien corruption that creeps into every surface. Cracked highways, shattered skyscrapers, and overrun military installations provide striking backdrops for intense firefights. Coupled with high-contrast visual effects for explosions, energy blasts, and environmental destruction, the aesthetic evokes a world on the brink that you are fighting to save. The soundscape enhances this atmosphere, from the mechanical roar of alien walkers to the staccato burst of your own weaponry. Each audio cue serves not just as feedback but as a dramatic flourish to the battle rhythm. Perhaps one of the most satisfying elements of AR Raiders is its balance between accessibility and depth. The game initially welcomes players with intuitive controls, clear feedback systems, and a gradual introduction to combat mechanics. Yet beneath this inviting surface lies a rich tactical experience that challenges even seasoned co-op players. Mastery requires coordination with teammates, smart ability usage, situational awareness, and an understanding of enemy behavior patterns. True success often comes not from rushing in with raw firepower, but from coordinated attacks, timely defensive plays, and leveraging team composition to its fullest potential. Arch Raiders also shines in its social design. The game's matchmaking and squad systems are built to foster cooperation, whether you're playing with close friends or joining forces with new allies. This community-oriented approach is reflected in how missions scale with player count, ensuring that each battle remains engaging and challenging regardless of team size. Shared progression means that players can contribute meaningfully even in mismatched squads, and the camaraderie that develops during tense moments, like barely surviving a boss encounter or coordinating simultaneous ability bursts, is a defining part of the experience. Despite its many strengths, ARG Raiders is not without challenges. Some players have noted that certain difficulty spikes can be steep, particularly when facing elite enemies or larger boss battles. While these challenges are designed to be tackled cooperatively, they can feel daunting for solo players or smaller squads. Additionally, because the game emphasizes mobility and fast-paced action, players accustomed to slower, cover-based shooters may need time to adjust to the frenetic pace and spatial awareness required to survive. However, these aspects can also be seen as part of the game's core identity. It rewards adaptability, quick thinking, and strategic movement. Another consideration is the game's evolving content roadmap. ARC Raiders launched with a solid foundation of missions, enemies, and customization options, but its long-term appeal depends on regular updates, new challenges, and balance refinements. Fortunately, developers have expressed commitment to expanding the game's universe through seasonal events, additional mission types, and further enhancement of its progression systems. With continued support, the title has the potential to grow into a rich cooperative experience that stays engaging long after the first dozen missions. In conclusion, Arch Raiders delivers a cooperative shooting experience that stands out through its blend of speed strategy and team-focused gameplay. Its world invites players to move boldly, think tactically, and adapt continuously to shifting challenges. With fluid mobility, deep customization, layered mission design, and a compelling post-invasion narrative backdrop, the game appeals to both action enthusiasts and strategic thinkers alike. While difficulty spikes and pacing may require adjustment for some players, the core experience is invigorating. Every firefight feels earned, every victory shared, and every defeat a lesson learned.